He has it in this one. A neutral site game that many times can be a real measure of how tough a team is. Thanks for checking out the pregame show. NCAA college football action coming up next with Brad and Kirk on the call. David and I will see you at halftime.
And now it's time for the coin toss, and it's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything. We'll see how these two teams play in this game as they prepare for the opening kickoff. And there's the opening kick of the season. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. The quarterback brings his troops out onto the field for the first drive of the game. The quarterback in the gun, empty backfield, 5 wide receivers in the formation. Tackle made at the 34-yard line. He's hit and got away. Gets out to around the 45. He kept it himself and picked up a good-looking first down.
Great execution and a good decision there by the quarterback.
It's the tailback. He's taken down at the 48-yard line. Makes it out to midfield.
Gain 2 yards. That'll bring up 3 and
4. And a quick throw. They'll bring him down at the 26-yard line.
It's a smart job here by the coaches, making a play call here that really played to their offensive strengths. That's knowing your personnel.
Tackled right around the 30.
I like how the defense got all up into that option to disrupt it. The offense looks a bit unsettled after losing that battle.
It's second down now and 14 to go. Ball on the 30-yard line. Gets out to around the 22.
3rd down.
Man left, man left. 4 down, 4 down.
And they got him.
Outstanding job there by the linebacker to find his way through on the blitz.
That'll bring up 4th and 9.
It's 4th down. So the kicker comes out. He'll try to put 3 points on the board. Boise State could take the lead with this field goal. He gets it up, and it's long enough, and he nails the long field goal. Let's go to the studio for this Reese Davis update.
The Bulldogs came into the game ranked 11th, and now they're waiting to see how far they'll fall. It is all over, and once again we find out there are no foregone conclusions in college football.
He sends this one deep. They line up to kick this one away. He's to the 10. He's got the corner. Brought down at the 41-yard line. So here comes the offense taking the field for the first time today. He's tackled at the 50.
That'll make it second and inches.
It's second down, and they're about the length of the football from the first down marker. Fires it out, and he's taken down around the 33-yard line. And down he goes at the 23-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 10 by the running back.
That'll make it second and inches.
And he's level at the 30. Third down, and they need to get it to the 23. Got it to the senior. Knocked out of bounds at the 17-yard line. And a nice pickup there.
I'll tell you what, the defense gambled a bit here and came with the blitz, and the quarterback showed tremendous poise by making a good read and delivered a nice ball to the open man.
Brought down at the 8. Close to 9-yard pickup there on the slant.
That brings up second and 1.
Short yardage situation here. It's second down and 1. Tackle at about the 5-yard line. So they go on the ground and pick up another first down.
They are stringing together a nice little drive here. If they keep this up, it'll be hard to keep them out of the end zone.
This is the 8th play of this drive. And they make the stop at the 3-yard line. Smith picks up 2 yards with a carry.
That brings up second and goal.
It's second and goal. Ball on the 3-yard line. Got to be careful of a pass play with this defense. Touchdown Bears. He makes the PAT. Kendricks, the guy everyone has their eyes on right now, Kurt, and he comes with a lot of expectations. Time will only tell if he's the new hope or if he's all hype. Lewis looks ready to kick this one off. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. He's to the 20. And down he goes at the 26. You never like to have to play from behind, but a deficit this manageable shouldn't be in the front of their minds. They just need to go out there and play. He's hit and taken down.
Very solid game through the air. I'm impressed with the poise of this quarterback and the ability of the receiver to keep his concentration and get his hands on the football.
For a loss.
You know, it looked to me like he should have made the pitch, but he kept it instead and wound up going backwards.
Third down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. That's a great tackle at the 30-yard line. An incredible series for the defense, and they get him out after 3 plays.
That offense has to regroup and come up with a plan to move the ball down the field next time.
Muse is back deep to return. Well covered by the kicking team. He didn't go anywhere.
What I like about this play is that the guys stayed in their lanes and didn't allow the big play.
The offense really came up with a nice drive there last time out, and most of those yards came through the air.
This defense needs to improve from front to back. The line needs to put more pressure on the quarterback, and the defensive backs need to stick it to these receivers with tighter coverage. Running back makes a solid effort, but there was just no chance for him to make a play on that throw.
From their own 31-yard line, it's second down. Baylor is up 4. Quick throw, incomplete, wanted his receiver. Quick pass, and he's right there to knock it away. Now it's going to be 4th down.
Nice defense. That was picture perfect 3 and out. Good series for these guys.
Ruffin back to return it. There's a flag down, and it looks like this one's coming back.
Personal foul. Clipping. Receiving team.
That one will put the offense in a hole, and they'll try to get some of that back on this upcoming play. From their own 8-yard line, it's 1st down. He's to the 20. He gets to about the 27-yard line. And now he pitches it. Sheds that one. He's knocked out of bounds at the 33. And the option to the halfback gets 6 yards. He tackles him for a loss. 3rd down, 5 yards to go. Ball on the 32. He lets it fly. The senior makes the catch. Tackle made at the 27-yard line. Both offenses trying to find their rhythm in that first quarter. Low scoring and close right now. The Bears lead it by 4. Back to the action now here in the second quarter. He gets out to about the 25-yard line.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
He makes it to the 25-yard line. Gets it out quickly. He's taken down around the 19-yard line. Parker picks him up 6 yards with a catch.
That'll make it 4th and 2.
Looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll hustle him down in the backfield. Great stand by the defense, and they get it back for their offense.
And the defense looked like they were expecting option on that play. Great job to pin him up and cause the turnover on downs.
With one quarter down, I really haven't seen too much separation between these two squads. Might be neck and neck the whole way.
Baylor holds a 4-point lead. Hauls it in as he's pushed out of bounds. From their own 35-yard line. First down. And he tackles him hard at midfield. There was a defender right in his face that time.
Yeah, but great concentration by the receiver to come away with this ball. Nice job.
Caught over the middle. They'll bring him down at the 41.
That brings him second and 1.
It's second down now, and they're just a few feet away from that first down marker. He makes it out to maybe the 39-yard line.
First down.
Fires out quickly, incomplete.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback makes a throw like this, the best thing a wide receiver can do is come over to the quarterback and pat him on the back and tell him to shake it off and let's make the next play a better play. The worst thing you can do is put your arms up in the air as if you're blaming the quarterback. Come over, tell him it's all right, and move on.
Baylor is up by 4. Throws quick to the receiver, and it falls incomplete.
This quarterback has got to do a better job of looking off defenders and allow his covered receivers some room to improvise and get free.
Third down now. They need to get it to the 29. And he's going to be sacked.
I think that one's on the offensive line. They've got to do a better job of holding their blocks, or else this quarterback's going to be pulling turf out of his face mask all game.
Williams is the punter. He punts this one high in the air. He's got the corner. He fields it at the 17. He makes it out to maybe the 29-yard line.
In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions.
Tackled for a loss.
The defense was just all over that play. It didn't fool anybody.
That brings him second and 18.
From their own 25-yard line. Second down.
Here we go.
Gordon gets the carry. He makes it out maybe to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
He's going to air it long. And he's immediately tackled. Gets out to around the 18. They need to find a way to get points this trip in the red zone.
If these defenders continue to exploit the O-line like that, it's going to be a long day for this running back.
They need about 3 yards to get the first down here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Got some open field. Fumble. Scooped up by the defense.
The defense wasn't fooled at all on the option, and it was their discipline that created that turnover.
Momentum swings have been fairly even. And with so little separation, this game can be drastically changed on just 1 or 2 plays.
Baylor is up 4. He delivers. They can't connect. Incomplete.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
They line up at the 8. 2nd down. Quick strike to the receiver. And he's tackled around the 14-yard line.
That'll make it 3rd and 5.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Here we go. Block, right, block.
Certainly they don't have the return on here.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team. Still first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 34. Plenty of time in the pocket. He's tackled at about the 15-yard line. That one's more than good enough for the first down.
Well, Brad, that is a great play by the quarterback to find his target past the marker to keep this drive moving.
They'll knock him down for a loss.
The defense got a great push and blew that play up well behind the line of scrimmage.
Boise State's going to have to use their second time out of the half. 2nd and 15. Ball on the 19. And it's the senior. And he hits him hard at the 14. There's a flag on the play.
Holding offense.
Little stumbles like these can kill your
Still
offensive
second.
progress.
Quick pass. And he is drilled at the 19. So they pick up quite a few yards on that play, Kirk.
Well, that was an excellent route, and he did a great job of holding on to the football.
5 wide. Pressure coming. And they get the sack.
This quarterback has to do a better job of avoiding the rush, because sacks can be real drive killers.
Baylor's going to take their first time out of the half. After the sack, it's now 4th and long. Kicks up, and it is good. Boise State gets set to kick this one away. And he got all of this one. Great kick. He's to the 10. He's taken down at the 24-yard line. I give the defense credit, but right now I think it's more a case of sloppy offense.
Yeah, you got to recognize that both defenses have come into this game with the right mindset, and they're very well prepared. But I'm with you. It's one thing to have great defense. It's another thing when those defenses are going up against offenses that just are not clicking and hitting on all cylinders.
Throws, and that one's going to hit the ground, incomplete.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Second down, 10 to go. Ball on the 24. Baylor with a 1-point lead. And down he goes around the 33-yard line. Brought down after a nice run up the middle.
That makes it 1st and 10.
Going deep, lays it out there. Doesn't get there.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
From their own 38-yard line. Second down. Got his man. Can't tack on any yardage. The Bears call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Taken down around the 45-yard line. Well, they tried to keep it on the ground for the first down.
You know, Brad, here the defense just steps up and makes a play, stopping them and bringing up 4th down.
Ruffin is back awaiting the punt. In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions. Runs outside for a nice gain. It's second down, and they're about 2 yards away from the sticks. Folks, that's the end of the first half, and this game's getting interesting. 7-6, Baylor. All right, Reese and David, thanks, guys. Second half action just about ready to start here. Sends it sailing downfield. He's to the 10. Across the 30. And he's shoved out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Flag on the play. Let's see what it is.
Clipping. Receiving team.
That one's going to put him way back.
You just can't block a player from behind like that, or it's going to cost you.
Both squads are digging in now. Let's see what happens on this next drive. Baylor is up 1.
Brad, I just think this quarterback's got to do a much better job of being able to read that defense and make quicker decisions. And especially when the defense starts to get pressure, you've got to either get rid of that football or check it down or take off and run with it.
It's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 11. Lets it go. Incomplete pass.
That brings us 3rd and 10.
And they make the stop at the 24. Tackle at about the 33-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
Brought down at the 45. First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 45.
The Bears had one of their key guys go down earlier, but it looks like he might be able to return.
And a quick throw. Tackle made at the 26-yard line.
That makes it 1st and 10.
Baylor up a point. Finds his man, and they take him down immediately.
Wilson with the tackle at the 20-yard line. That brings him 2nd and 5.
And this is the 8th play of the drive. Pass incomplete, trying to get it to his receiver. Too low for his man in the end zone.
I thought the quarterback looked a little flustered. He was unsure where to go with the ball.
And once again, they'll come to the line, trying to convert on 3rd down. Complete across the middle.
This guy has that innate ability to get just enough distance from a defender to make a completion possible. You don't see it from every receiver, but this guy's got it.
Here's play number 10 on the drive. Gets it out to him again. Shows some moves, and he's in. And he adds the extra point. A 10-play, 89-yard drive. And it's good for 7 points.
Brad, I love these kind of drives. They're old school, grind it out and earn the yards and just rip the heart right out of that defense.
The score now, 14-6. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. He really got a hold of that kick. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback.
Everywhere we go in college football, everybody's got a T-shirt that says finish, finish. Whether that means finish the game or finish the drive. Right now, this offense is moving the ball, but they're not finishing the drive. They got to execute better down closer to their opponent's territory.
There's still plenty of time to keep running their offense as usual here. I don't think they need to feel any anxiety about trailing. Catches it, and that's all.
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
And they get him in the backfield for a loss.
3rd down.
tackle at the 19-yard line.
Brad, not only did they give up a sack here, but their quarterback just got hit and hit hard. If I'm an offensive coordinator, or especially an offensive line coach, I'm getting a hold of my offensive line, making sure these guys are on the same page, and they've got to take more pride in taking care of their quarterback than that play right there.
The sack makes this a 4th and very long. Muse is back to receive. And he's tackled at the 49. A touchdown was the end result of their last drive as this offense moved the ball very well with their passing game.
I think the defense right now is just sitting back on their heels. They're allowing the offense to kind of dictate things to them. And one thing is that any defensive coordinator will tell you in the country, you have to be the one trying to dictate things to the offense. So change it up. Try something different. If it's not working, you can't continue to sit back on your heels.
From their own 49-yard line, it's 2nd down. Baylor is up by 8. Throws complete. He's got space to work. He's taken down at about the 45.
That'll bring up 34.
They'll bring him down right around the 38-yard line.
Hey, pick your game up. Check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Scrambling around. Passes to the back, incomplete.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line. Nice run there as they work the outside.
Call it a gain of 6 yards. That makes it 3rd and 3.
He makes his way to about the 22. First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 22. They go to the back, and he's hit immediately in the backfield.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
And this play is number 8 on the drive. Baylor holds an 8-point advantage. Here they come. Tries to thread the needle, and it's not going to work.
That was perfect coverage against a pretty good route. He was all over that pass.
From their own 17-yard line. First down. Completes it, but he can't shake the defense. And they hit him in the backfield. Third and 6. Ball on their own 20.
He heaves it deep. Almost intercepted. Nice job getting a hand on that one.
Yeah, really good heads-up play there to get a hand on the football by the defense.
Peterson awaits the snap. He's at midfield. Tackle at the 48. This one might be coming back, folks. Let's check out the penalty.
Whistle foul. Clipping. Receiving team.
That's frustrating for a coach when you preach fundamentals every week and then have someone called for clipping. That penalty really is going to set them back.
First and 10. Ball on their own 37. Baylor up by 8. Fires quickly to the tight end. And he's tackled at the 43. Throws complete. He's got room to work.
This secondary better tighten it up if they're going to slow down this drive.
That makes it first and 10.
From the 29-yard line. First down. Stays in bounds to make a nice catch.
That was a really nice play on the ball by the receiver for a substantial gain and a first down.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. 37's the right. Here we go.
Caught, and he's hit immediately.
That makes it second and 8.
Second and 8 coming up here. Ball on the 15. Here's the throw. I don't think he got anything on that.
That's a gain of 2 on the way. Third down.
And that's it for quarter number 3. Folks, we got a great game on our hands. 14-6, Bears. Back in this very pivotal fourth quarter. Baylor is up by 8.
Let's go. Black and 5.
He's tackled right around the 10-yard line. This isn't much more than an extra point. It's up, and it's good. Lewis is lined up to kick this one off. Excellent kick. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. The defense shut them down on their last drive, forcing a quick punt.
Check 99. Check 99. Blue 14. Blue 14. Hut.
And down he goes, right around the 30.
That brings him second and 5.
And he's immediately tackled. Superb effort by the receiver to come down with that ball.
This comes down to the timing between the quarterback and the receiver, and the result, again, a nice play for the offense.
Quick throw out to the receiver, incomplete.
Joseph was his intended receiver on that play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
From their own 43-yard line. 2nd down. He gets out to about the 45-yard line.
That makes it 3rd and 7.
Wants it all. Going deep. Interception. And he's taken down around the 41-yard line.
Holding. Defense.
Good job to pick that ball off.
He did a great job at getting in that passing lane and coming away with the ball.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line. Quick pass, and he's right there to knock it away.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Makes it out to about the 30.
That makes it 1st and 10. Kendrick comes in at quarterback.
From the 30-yard line. It's 1st down. Stays in bounds and made a nice catch. Well, we get a new quarterback in there. You have to wonder not only how will he do, but what does this do to the starter's psyche? From the 20-yard line. 1st down. Quick throw. Huge play, and it's going to be 1st and goal. The pass results in a 1st down.
I'll tell you, great call by the coaches on 1st down. It stretches the defense when they're expecting the run, and then they end up with another 1st down.
Comes in at quarterback.
Touchdown, Bears. And he converts the extra point. Baylor is ready to kick it away.
Roughly deep to return.
Nice kick, plenty of distance. He's to the 20. He gets out to about the 22-yard line. Offense comes back out, looking to improve from their last effort.
This quarterback can make good passes. He just needs to focus on not forcing the ball to his receivers.
Tackle made right around the 44-yard line.
The defenders are really going to have to get their heads into this game. That was a big play, and on first down, no less.
And he's going to lose big yardage. He's tackled immediately after the catch. That's a loss of 4 yards.
This defense is fast enough that they can create negative yards on completed passes. So the offense might want to consider that next time they try that play.
From their own 40-yard line. Second down. Throws out, got his back again. He's at the 40. To the 20. The 10. They bring him down, but not before he gets a glimpse of the end zone. They'll drop him for a loss.
The way the safety was playing up toward the line of scrimmage shows you what they think of the offense's passing game. Not a lot of respect for it.
Second down, goal to go. 4 yards out. And they'll get him in the backfield.
That makes it 3rd and goal.
Here comes the pressure. Can't wrap him up, and he throws it away. It's 4th and goal from the 5. Let's see if the defense can make a stand here. Less than 3 minutes in the game. Quick throw, tight end, touchdown. And the quarterback stays on the field as they try for the 2-point conversion.
Check three, check three, check three.
And he's in for 2. So under 3 minutes to go in the 4th quarter, and the score is 24-14, Baylor.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
You know, there are a lot of things that can go wrong on an onside kick, but
Still
kicking
first
the
down.
ball out of bounds is one of the last things you'd be worried about.
The offense now will take the field, and they hope to have the same success they had on their last drive.
As long as this quarterback has time to throw, and you can guarantee that he'll find the open man.
Runs it left for a decent gain. Bush gets 6 yards on the play.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Second down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. He makes it out to maybe the 39-yard line. Boise State's going to take their first time out of the half. Just over 2 minutes in the game. Tries to set up a screen for the wide receiver. Brought down around the 32-yard line.
Well, it was 3rd down, so they obviously had to get to the sticks, and they did just that with this little pass play.
First and 10. Ball on the 32. He might not be able to get the pass off. And he can't get away from the pressure.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So the offense will move a little bit closer with that penalty. From the 32-yard line. First down. He's taken down at about the 13.
Super effort by the tailback to pick up a nice gain and a first down. He's really a good-looking ball carrier.
Kendrick comes in at quarterback.
And they get nice yardage on that run. Bush picks up 5 with the carry.
That brings up second and 5. Rodgers comes in at
They're
quarterback.
at the 8. Second down. Tackle at the 5. The back gets 3 on the carry.
3 yards. Third down.
And this is the 8th play of the drive. A little over a minute in the game. Touchdown, Baylor! And he tacks on the extra point. They line up to kick this one away. He just drills this one. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback.
Brad, this is my kind of game. I love seeing this kind of production and the way these quarterbacks are playing. Both teams are challenging both of these defenses.
I'm sure there are a lot of fans out there hoping for a miracle, but I seriously doubt we're going to see one today.
And here's a quick throw. It's caught. First down, and he's out of bounds.
Makes it first and 10.
From their own 46-yard line. It's first down. There's a strike complete. They'll bring him down around the 44-yard line. Empty backfield, quarterback in the gun. 5 wide receivers. And he stops the clock with a spike.
That makes it second and 10.
Second down, 10 to go.
Ball on the 33.
Under a minute left in the game.
This one's going deep to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. And he hits the PAT.
A nice 5-play, 75-yard drive, and they get it in for 7.
Brad, I thought the key to that drive really had a lot to do with the quarterback and the receivers getting in sync, making it very tough for the defense to slow them down.
So the score now, 31-21.
He's in the 40. He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
They ran the ball very well on their last drive, and it resulted in 6.
And this should be a kneel down as they just try to kill the clock. Favorite play in football of your quarterback. Take a knee. And the ball game's over. The Bears come out on top, 31-21.
The Broncos 21.
For EA Sports and Kirk Herbstreit, this is Brad Nessler saying thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.